Looking to use data even better? We've got you covered. Smart Data for Schools, a collection of learning data and assessment specialists helping schools around the world use data even better. So, in this video, we'll talk about 6 challenges schools have with data. One issue is schools often collect loads of data but struggle with how to use it most efficiently for the benefit of all students. What we're talking about here is there is just so much data that schools have, and they really don't have strategies or systems to use it efficiently to create meaningful routines. What schools need to think about is, what do we value? What is our purpose of looking at data? And really use those end in minds to try and figure out what is the system of data collection and data usage so that we can use data efficiently for the benefit of all students. Boards and accreditation bodies are increasingly requiring the use of data, and schools are struggling to keep up in an authentic and meaningful manner. Schools need to think about what routines will help them measure progress towards their goals, and not just use data because the board and accreditation bodies are asking them to do it. Data is often spread out in many different locations, leading us to focus on one metric at a time and fails to show the whole picture. This is probably one of the bigger issues that block a lot of schools from using data effectively. It's often in different spreadsheets, in different programs, in different systems, so that we're only focusing on one metric at a time and we're not getting the whole picture. So how might we combine all of our data into data warehouses or factories? Leaders of schools don't have the time or resources to effectively leverage the use or creation of data and its visualizations. Often principals are left to try to create their own visualizations, but they don't have a lot of time to really do it effectively. So what they need to think about is who in the community could help them. Are there different technology specialists, or are there other people in the community that can really learn a new skill set of visualizing data? Data can get old fast, and if we don't have a system or a calendar of looking at data, it can be hard to get there. So what we need to think about is creating a data calendar to help decide the when, the how, and the who all together, so that we know we can use data as soon as it's available, so that we can help our students before it gets old and they've already learned more or things have changed. Schools want to use data for accountability, but are afraid to use data that might be seen as dangerous or threatening to psychological safety, which is mostly has to do with the staff. Teachers are really passionate people, and they feel like we're measuring their efficacy if we're deciding how well are their students performing. But we need to create a positive data culture where we're not talking about teacher efficacy, but we're really focusing on how can we do even better for our students and make sure that our purposes are clear of why we're looking at data. At Smart Data for Schools, we have a load of resources and services that we can provide schools. Come on over and you can learn about building a positive data culture. We have a great resource on that. Who's looking at data? At what data? That's one of my favorite resources. Really talks really good about and shows some good examples of how to use data in schools. And lots of schools need to know how to measure their progress of their strategic initiatives. So come on over and visit www.smartdataforschools.com and learn more about how you can do even better for your students. Thank you.